What's up guys? So we're back in Ultraflex today, which is exciting. Different location for this session. Training pools today, and it's actually a day after the UK and FBA finals, which was a really good show. My client Richard won the overall, which was huge. I'm so happy with that. I mean, he worked so hard for this, and I really believed it was going to happen, but it was about kind of making him realise it as well, because he's the most humble bodybuilder I think I've ever met. So I think he's got the confidence now, which is nice. But yeah, very well-deserved win, and also my other guys, Jason and Josue as well, doing very, very well on stage. So very happy with that. Literally the day after, travel back to train here, which is exciting. We're going to do pool, and the reason why it's so exciting is because we're doing a collab MBW, see this, with Natural Athlete, which is a Danish company, Natural Athlete. So yeah, collab with them, which is going to be cool. We're going to shoot some stuff. But yeah, I'm kind of, right now where I am is essentially like the halfway point of my diet. I was 89.3 kilos this morning, so that is, well, 96.8 was the high point of my bulk. So a real good chunk of fat loss now in 5 weeks, which has been really nice and efficient. Food is pretty low, we're just trying to get in and out, and just ultimately just retain performance as much as I can, because very soon I'll be back into a surplus. So understanding if things do drop off a little bit right now, it's fine, but yeah, fighting to retain things, being smart with training, smart with volume. I've learned a lot about this phase. It's different to a prep. I've learned a lot about how my body works, doing more like a faster, aggressive diet as opposed to a steadier one, and it's been good. So it's kind of nice as well when you're dieting. Sometimes like you get so obsessed with the logbook. To train in a different gym is nice because I don't have to worry as much. I can just focus on getting some good sets done. We are in for hinges. It's always interesting doing a drive and doing hinges, but I'm sure they'll go well. I'm actually going to reset them a little bit, which we'll talk about. But other than that, yeah, it's just going to be a good session. Might do some posing afterwards if I'm feeling a bit leaner now, we'll see. And yeah, let's go. So that deadlift set was a bit different in terms of a bit more negatives, just rinsing the eccentric phase a bit more. The more I go through this diet, the more I learn, like, the less my head's in these sets, as in like, just so attached to how much you lift, the better for me. So if I can strip something back, almost reset it, and not have previous numbers in my head that I'm chasing, it helps because it means that I use better control. And in the long run now, I'll probably retain that better. My hinges when I'm peak off season are a bit different to now. I need to control it more, just make the most in terms of just rinsing like the quality of the set. So pretty happy with that. Felt better stimulus wise as well. It was kind of like a stiff leg. I kind of just, through wanting more control, I just didn't think about sinking my hips as much, trying to, like, because I feel like I can get more control through the negative, not going into knee flexion, because I can just keep it tight in this position. And like realistically, that's better for me. Like, you don't really need quads in a deadlift, so especially for my physique. So maybe you'll see me do a stiff leg soon, but I basically was. But yeah, really happy with that. It just shows guys like there is a level of emotional attachment to your training that can hold you back. Some people, they need it, some people don't have enough of it, and then some people are the other extreme like myself, where when dieting I might not have the most favourable execution to preserve performance. And one more thing, like, I definitely, when I was 89 kilos, I was not hinging that with that control. So I'm very happy with that, and I'm sure as I get back into the surface, as food goes up, numbers will improve drastically with this. But yeah, it's just something to remember as well, like what weight are you now versus your performance, and that was actually very positive. So the reason I'm doing a cuff pullover instead of like all the pullover machines that are in here is I just think it's so much better for alignment. When I do this, I'm thinking about like the way I position my body to the cable is, so when I stretch, my arm wants to come this way. If I'm doing my left arm, it wants to come this way. So if I'm doing my left arm, the cable stack should be like here, and then I'm able to stretch, and my upper arm is coming across the midline, which just basically allows the lats to stretch further. If the stack's here and I'm going like this, I can't get that much stretch. If I'm here, I can get way more stretch across. It feels so much better. And also you can kind of, as long as you're not really lean and unstable, you don't need to hold on to anything. Instead, I like to put my hand on my lat and just feel it contract, because it's quite a hard movement to like keep that contraction really precise. You obviously don't want triceps to come into play, all that stuff. So just feeling the lat, I just feel it so much more. So give it a go. Cuff pullovers are hands down my favourite movement for the lat. It's just so good for alignment. I actually think I prefer it to the D handle just because I can get so much stretch. So I'm just literally all the way here. So the stretch is so good. So we're going to go on to like a single arm row, lower lat bias. I quite like the seated setup because on the cable I can just basically just align my body to it. It's a similar point with the pullover, just using the cable and just getting the alignment perfect. So on this I'm kind of favouring alignment in terms of the stretch. It's quite funny because going back a year, everyone would have talked about alignment in the short. So if you're doing a pull down, you need to do this to get the alignment in the short. But now, like all the studies on length and partials, which you should take with a grain of salt, by the way, because they're done on not that trained individuals, they're not done on bodybuilders, but they do say something about the importance of the stretch. So on this row, I'm trying to do the same thing as pullover, just stretching across the midline to get a greater stretch. And you just got to try it to see how much better it is, and it does feel good. So I think for lat training, anything that aligns more in the stretch, bringing your arms together, like a close V-bar, is actually better. Which, funny enough, maybe a year ago, everyone would be like, oh, V-bar pull down, V-bar rows are old school and pointless. Now it's all changing again. So it just shows you got to, all the studies and stuff, you got to just kind of, yes, you can listen to them a bit, but the best way to learn things with training is just to fuck around and learn about things and see what feels good. So I'm literally just doing one set on that, and then I'm going to do one set upper lat bias pull downs. So sometimes when I think about reducing volume, which I'm doing now, this is the first session doing this, I'd rather do like a variety of exercises instead of taking a whole exercise out, because it's just training different areas. So this is a lower lat movement, the next is an upper lat movement. I want to take 2 sets away. I prefer to take 1 set from each, because then I'm hitting the teres more and the lower lat still. So yes, you can think about reducing volume, but don't just take a whole exercise away. This is why I like low volume training, because it means you can do a variety of exercises, hitting different areas. And when you're trying to bring up certain areas and you want balance, which is so important as a bodybuilder, you're much better off doing loads of exercises, 2 sets, 1 set even, as opposed to doing 4 sets at 8, 5 sets, and 3 exercises a workout. You're just gonna probably lead to stepping on stage with lots of imbalances. So I just want to talk about what we're doing here. So a lot of the time I refer to this movement as an upper lat bias pull down, and some people might get mistaken and be like, there is no thing as an upper lat, and technically there isn't, but it's kind of visually it is your upper lat. So like right up here, which is your teres major. So these are like teres pull downs, and what we're thinking about, the best cue you can think about with this is literally you're just driving your elbow into your armpit. So just bring the elbow into the armpit hard, and that's what's going to work at the top of your lat. So it's kind of like slightly different cues to lower lat training. We're not thinking about elbow to hip, we're dragging it out a bit more. You want divergence, which is why this movement moves perfectly out, and we're just bringing that elbow into the armpit. And it's something that a lot of people don't think about, upper lat bias pull downs, but naturally a lot of people do it, just doing standard lat pull downs. When people don't understand lat training, a lot of people, they just do the normal lat pull downs and they just go like this all the time, right, on pull-ups. And that means they're hitting the upper lats all the time, or teres. But then when they pose, they've got no lower lats because all they do is this. So it's about doing both to bring up your whole back. So we're going to start on on biceps, we're doing the short first, so training the short head. So basically anything where your arm is above your body, or where you can like kind of, your arms away from your body, you're gonna get more short head. So if I'm curling here, and I curl here, I'm getting way more long head, which is here. So this is all the way up here, so it's working right on there, and it's so good. Like, it's probably my favorite piece of biceps. I used the Nautilus one at the coach, which was a little bit better, but this gym shot still feels very good. So I'm just gonna do 2 sets of this, then 1 set of incline dumbbell curls. So just 3 sets of biceps right now. Because we're just trying to keep the quality high. So just bring the volume down a little bit to retain performance. And also that's like essentially being smart with where I need to put my energy in a deficit. I'm not trying to grow right now, I'm trying to retain. So I'm not trying to like do loads of biceps, I'm just trying to retain them. Yes, I was doing higher volume on biceps when I was in the growing phase, but that's because I could get away with it. And you know, when we look at my physique, I say I need more other areas in my arms. So. So this is Kostas. I was on holiday in Greece like a month ago, and he messaged me, and we trained. It was like the Sunday, the gym was closed. It was just me and him training, and I saw him pose, and I knew like instantly he was going to do very well. He came 5th yesterday, UK FBA, in medium class, but he's just so dense, full of muscle, crazy.
I try to be.
We posed next to each other, and I was peak bulk, and you were lean. And I felt, but I'm a bit leaner now, so maybe I'll look a little better.
We took some pictures, but we didn't have a lot of time.
Yeah, it was a bit rough.
It was in a hurry.
Yeah.
But it was a very good session.
Yeah, it was good fun.
I took some things from his routine.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it's cool to see him here now in the UK looking crazy. I've been watching his prep go by, and
we have a lot of work to do. I have 2 more shows. Next week the European Championship in Germany, and the following week the Natural Universe in Romania.
I'll be there, so it'll be cool to see him there as well. Nice. Good, come on. Let's go. Come on. Good. Nice. So, Kostas is here. Last time we posed, I was peak off season. I'm still pretty soft, but a bit leaner. He's now shredded.
Yes.
Before we posed together, with him being 1 day post show. So. So that was a very good pull session at Ultraflex. It's nice to have a change of scenery because I'm always at the coach, and it's also nice being there and seeing people that I know, seeing familiar faces, and being surrounded by people that share the same goals, you know, so which is really motivating. So I do like training there. It is good fun, and to see Kostas as well was fun, posing with him. But yeah, generally just a really good session as we diet. Happy with deadlifts, reset them a little bit, but they felt very, very good, so I'm just going to keep them like that. And yeah, other than that, just yeah, good session, longer to go in the diet. AJ agrees, like we want to pull off quite a bit more and actually get somewhat lean so we can judge the physique and just create lots of runway to grow afterwards. Because yes, okay, like you can diet for less long, but then you just can't push up as aggressively or for as long. So it's all relative, and if you pull a bit more off and if it's coming off easy, then it's fine. So that's the plan. But it's nice to see my physique now with a bit more life, not really soft, and I'm pretty excited to see how things change as we come down further as well. So yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Appreciate all the support on the YouTube. Drop a like, all that stuff, and subscribe if you're new to the channel. The quality of the content is only getting better and there's more videos to come. So yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. See you soon.